Hello there guys, welcome back to yet another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron and it's so good to have you here joined for this review of a nootropic product by the guys yet again at APOLLON Nutrition. These guys are absolutely smashing products out this year. Literally our very last review was Time Cop, their brand new product. But guys, this one we're reverting a bit back to the past to go through APOLLON Nutrition's OVERTIME Nootropic version number 3. Guys, stacked is the word. Yes, it's a nootropic. Now, what does that mean for new guys here? It's something to help you focus and concentrate on day-to-day activities. But I also do believe this can be used for other reasons, including pre-workout. And I'm going to explain exactly why in this review. We're going to go through the usuals here. We're going to go through the taste, even though it's in a pill. We're going to go through the price of the product, including discount codes. We're going to go through the label, which is stacked, and we're going to go through the effects of this in each and every time myself and Craig have used it. I'm going to summarise it as best I can to see if it's a product you guys might next pick up. But yeah, spoiler alert, this is a good one. Let's get into it. If you're new here, please do us a massive favour. Do subscribe to our channel, it really helps. For the free information we're giving, please do hit that thumbs up, the like button. It does help us, it really does. And do comment your thoughts below on this product, anything else from APOLLON Nutrition, or anything else from across the entire world. We put out at least 3 reviews per the week. So yeah, it's well worth joining along for the ride. I'm not going to keep you holding in any longer. Let's go. So, the first segment, guys, is always the taste and the mixability, and that's very different with this product, quite obviously, because it comes in a pill form. Now, I'm not sure if my camera's going to zoom in on that, but that's how big a pill is. Now, there's pros and cons to pills. You know, the ingredients that are in here, the nootropics, they're very, very hard to mask and flavour. So, if this did come in a powder form, I do believe it probably wouldn't taste very nice. That being said, if you struggle with pills, doing pills, which I don't, I think these are quite easy to do. They've got that smooth capsule. Then it might be a negative for you guys. It's completely dependent on what you prefer. I do think also the convenience of this, if you're in the car, if you're on the way to work, if you're at work, you don't have water and a shaker to mix it, then you can just drink these with absolutely anything. You could have a coffee and down these pills. Now, the other, I don't know, I personally think it's a bit of a negative, is it is for a full serving, however, a full serving, 8 capsules, which is a lot. That's a lot to do. Now, quite obviously, I'm going to go into it more in the effects section. I think only if you're like literally an absolute stim lord junkie, you weigh 320 pounds of pure muscle in the off season, you're absolutely huge, your metabolism's absolutely on fire. I really think 8 pills with the dosages we've got here are overkill. Now, that is so dependent on you guys. For me, I'm going to go into it more in the effects, but I don't think 8 pills is necessary because, yeah, you're getting above and beyond. You're getting stacked amounts, which is a good thing. Like, it's obviously a good thing. You wouldn't want it to be underdosed and all the rest of it. So, yeah, there's the taste segment, guys. Pills, I think they're quite easy to do. It is dependent on what you think about that. Into the pricing of this product. Now, it comes in a 40 or 20 serving container, but I actually think that's kind of wrong because you could literally do 1 pill at a time, can't you? It's very, very, very easy to sort of organise and separate your dosages with pills. So yeah, there's completely different options there, which is very good. It's very flexible. Now, in terms of pricing, it's getting more and more difficult with APOLLON Nutrition to do these pricing segments, and that's simply because they are literally spreading the world, which is a very good thing, obviously, for APOLLON Nutrition. Now, if you're in the USA, then obviously do go to the APOLLON Nutrition official website where you can use our discount code that works on anything of RB15. I'm going to be throwing all these prices up on the screen for you guys to see right now. Makes it a lot easier. If you run out of time, then just pause this video and you can see where you are. Now, UK guys, do head on over to Unique Health Supplements. You can use our discount code there. Again, works on any of the products there. Review Bros 10 knocks off 10% of that price, and that is reflected on these numbers next to me right now. If you're in Australia, then Castle Sups is your place to go for APOLLON Nutrition. If you're in the EU, then I recommend dropping Herbert over at Unique Health Supplements a DM on Instagram at Unique Health Supplements. He might be able to sort you out. I know he does do shipping to some countries, not to all, so it is dependent. Do drop him a message, drop all of them a message, you might get very lucky. But yeah, they're spreading around quickly, so yeah, well worth checking out. But do use those discount codes where applicable. Yeah, it's completely dependent. Like, if you just take 2 pills, then I think actually the pricing is very good. And it's all coming down to the effects in this one, guys. I do think it's such a versatile product. It doesn't have to be expensive at all, because you don't need a full 8 pills per day. You really don't. But yeah, that's the pricing segment done for you. So that moves us, guys, nicely into the label section. Where's your money going? What are you getting for your money? Is it worthwhile? And I can say yes straight away looking at this stack label. Now, I'm going to go through it as quickly as I can. And at the same time, I don't want to keep repeating myself in terms of these ingredients. The majority of them here are for focus, concentration, clarity, laser tunnel vision in whatever you're doing, whether that be training in the gym, studying, working, you name it, it's applicable to everything. And that is where the versatility of this product really shines its light upon you. But yeah, I'm going to be going through it as well at that full serving size. Now do remember, you can take absolutely any dosage you want. You could take 1 pill a day. And for some people, that is still going to do the job. I personally would say I would do 4 pills a day if it was myself. I wouldn't ever really need to do 8 pills, because this label is beyond belief stacked. So let's start this off. L-tyrosine, the amino acid. Focus and concentration, here we go. That's what I mean. We're getting all the focusy goods here at 2 grams, which is double the normal, guys. It's going to help you there with that tunnel vision. Organic lion's mane, 750. It's one of those ones that's difficult to mask in terms of flavouring, so therefore in a pill form, we welcome it along. We look at alpha GPC at double the norm, a 600 milligram dosage. So you imagine, if you do half that serving, you're getting still that clinical dosage. We move into Rhodelia rosea root extract, 300 milligrams for the stress and anxiety management it brings. It puts you in a nice place, guys. We have Area durensis at a whopping 300 milligrams. Now, some liken that to a natural variation of our old school friend DMHA, central nervous stimulant, energy, mood production. Good times ahead, we do hope. And again, like I mentioned, 300 milligrams is a nice dosage. We move into a couple of stimulants here that absolutely get the brain fired up as well. They do come with that nootropic sense, and they get things moving around the brain and body as efficiently as possible. And that comes in the form of a nice 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous to really wake you up. And that's what I mean by this potentially being a pre-workout as well. 300 milligrams is an average caffeine stimulant dose for a pre-workout by today's standards. And it doesn't stop there. Caffeine demalate at a 260, a 7 dosage. Now we're yielding 75% there, so I do believe that's going to come out at 200 milligrams. So, guys, 500 milligrams of caffeine in your nootropic. I'll let that sink in. Yeah, here we go. We move into coffee berry, aka what it's normally written down as is neurofactor, which is a stimulation ingredient, but it's also been shown to have those in the zone feels. Really going to tie in nicely with the other nootropics here. We got hordenine, which helps to boost serotonin and other dopamine levels within the brain to give you mood elevation, highness, focus, fat burning, and stimulation. It really is the full package. Noopept is up next, which is one of our favourite nootropic ingredients. You do not see it that often. A 30 milligram dosage is very, very nice indeed. We move into Avimtoperceptin, 20 milligrams. Very, very nice. Again, do not often see it. Focus for days. Then we move into one of the standout ingredients in our book, and that's the alpha yohimbine at 1.5 milligrams per full dosage. So you are going to feel some of that stimulation that brings, that fat burning, potentially, if you hate alpha yohimbine, potentially some of the dribbles, some of the cold feelings, some of the illness, some of the high fever-like feels. But it also wakes you up, guys, and like I said, that's at that full dosage. And where I mentioned 4 pills, that would come in at probably a perfect amount for us, personally. It's up to you guys. Do you like it? There we go. Stacked label. We are into the effects of Overtime version 3. Now this one, look at that for a beauty. She is a beauty. And what I'll say, guys, is I'm going to give it to you down this route. I'm going to give it to you from a work sense, when I've used this in general day-to-day life at the workplace, you know, studying, all of the rest of it. And I'll say, guys, I personally honestly think 3 pills is a very good dosage. That's where we really start to feel it. If you were smaller than myself, you know, if you was no offense to anyone out there by any stretch of the imagination, but if you're, you know, 150 pounds, 170 pounds, if you're potentially a female, again, no offense meant there, then you could even probably get away with a pill to 2 pills. That's how potent this product is. That is where the cost effectiveness really shines, because everyone's going to be judging this on that full 20 servings. And I actually think for once, guys, it's not often we say it, full serving is overkill. Overtime, you could say. You get a nice mood elevation-y type feel. You feel on the ball at work. You know, you feel like you can go through the day. It wakes you up. And no surprise with 500 milligrams of caffeine, let alone the other stimulants in this. It almost feels like you've taken a pre-workout just to work at 3 pills. At 3 pills. At 5 pills, it gets very strong. And guys, at 8 pills, for me, I'm honest here. I'm honest. It's too much. It is too much. You get the alpha yo. You'll feel. It just feels too much for me. That's the truth. I wouldn't take this at 8 pills, and I don't think 95 to 97.24% of you would take it at 8 pills. I think a lot of you would be taking it at 4, 3, 4, 5 pills. So yeah, that's where its cost efficiency comes out. Now, when I mentioned that alpha yo at that half dosage of that 4 pills, manageable, 100%. You don't really even feel any dribbles. You don't feel any of that cold sweats. You don't feel the negatives that can come with it if you're sensitive to alpha yohimbine. Now, for me, I just felt happy on 3 pills. I felt good. I felt in the zone. I felt like something was keeping me alert, awake, on the ball. I felt like I could have a laptop there, a desktop there, something else in front. I feel like I can do all 3 at the same time. It kind of really wakes you up and puts you into one of your best days. If you've ever got anything like an interview on that day, an important exam the next day or that day, you know, that is, guys, that is where it's going to really make the difference, and it's important. So now let me talk about this also from a pre-workout perspective. You can take this on its own at 4 to 5 pills. You really can. You still feel it. You feel in the zone. You know, focus has always been, for myself and Craig, one of the more important things when it concerns training. And that energy, you're getting ample amounts of stimulants in. Now, it cannot be emphasised that I was going to say this before time clock was even announced. It can be stacked alongside Hooligan Bare Knuckle or any non-stim on the market to add the pumps. And you've got yourself an absolutely all-giving, all-entertaining pre-workout. Pumps, focus and energy driving high. Now, my absolute maximal preferred dosage is 6 pills. I think, like I said, 7 and 8 pills, it's just a bit too much. But I would rather have a product that gives a bit too much than a bit too little. And in fact, with a pill form, it makes it so easy, so versatile to take 1 pill, 2 pills, 3 pills. It is up to you. Whereas messing around with powder isn't as easy unless you've got some scales with you. You're messing around, taking a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, pills are so much easier. So yeah, let us know if that sounds right to you. Now, in terms of talking about its length of usage, its length of workability within the system, it does take a little bit longer to digest pills, I think, than a powder form, quite obviously, because it's got to simply get through the capsule first. So I do believe if you're looking to really start maximising the effects, take this an hour before its preferred and intended use. Now, that could be an hour before your training session. That could be an hour before work when you drink your morning coffee, tea, whatever it may well be. On the way to work, take it then. It takes an hour to really start taking effect. And honestly, at 4 pills, I'm talking 4 pills now, it lasts a good 4 to 6 hours. If you take the full 6 to 8 pills, again, I think overkill, then it lasts all day. It lasts from dawn till dusk. Now, with no negatives, it doesn't upset the stomach trying to digest those, even up to 8 pills. No crash. It's just a general nice come down. It's a nice feeling. It's just positive. It's a positive experience. And what I've always said with nootropics is, and you guys actually ask quite a lot, here in the UK at the very least, there's not that much in terms of just nootropics on their own. And I've often said it, when it comes to actually feeling that nootropic, did it work? You're umming and ahhing with that product, you're umming and ahhing, did I feel it? I feel more alert. Is that placebo effect? Is it actually working? Is it not? Well, this is where this one shines, because again, shining. Everything's shining at me today. I'm surprised I'm not blinded. This is where it does come forward. It comes forward and it makes you feel it. You won't be, at the end of the day, when you've taken these pills, you won't be sitting there thinking to yourself, did I feel it? I'm going to tell myself I felt it because, you know what, I don't want to feel like I've wasted my money. This one you will feel. 100%. So if you're after a nootropic, can't recommend this one enough. Let that be said, guys. Appreciate you watching this review. Does it sound right to you? Are you going to try it? All of the goodies in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, stay focused. These will do it.